got a good show tonight. Before we get into the top 10, I wanted to of 1991, I wanted to ask you just a quick question. I put this in the thread, and it's been a burning question, but the set jetter is the most appropriate man to answer for all things film. So I need to ask you, Robert, do they need to still keep making Godzilla movies? It's like Charlie's Angels of monster movies. Like, do we need to keep doing these? It's like Mission Impossibles. They're shooting like number 7. Like, how many of these do we need?
Well,
Am I
so
wrong?
for Godzilla and Charlie's Angels, no, you're not wrong. And I watched the latest reiterations of both. So so for the Godzilla, because I think it was a HBO Max thing, I'm like, well, let me check this out. And haven't really cared kind of for the last ones. I kind of didn't. I did enjoy Kong Skull Island because I thought that they had fun with that, and like all these movies, it kind of went on too long, and the Kong versus Godzilla just kind of hit new heights of ridiculousness. I was looking for Michael Bay, where he helped out in this film or something, because who's the Stranger Things actress that?
Yeah, that plays 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that,
Bobby, Millie Bobby Brown.
yeah. So I'm not even sure why she was in this movie. I'm like, they could have excised that kind of a whole subplot and just kind of cinched it down to, but I just kind of felt like, I don't know. So no, I think it's like it's kind of like a lot of things they keep trying to. Well, let's go back to that title again and see what we can do this time. Let's give people what they really want. And I'm like, none of us want
None of us
any of
want
these
this.
things.
No, I think they got Millie Bobby Brown the same reason they got the Finn Wolfhard kid from Stranger Things and
Oh,
Ghostbusters. They're straight off of Stranger Things during production, so they're like, just put them in the movie.
yeah,
People will watch it. But yeah, King Kong is different. I feel like people like King Kong. It's more of a classic American tale and a love story. Where Godzilla really started off as a Japanese post World War II kind of monster with the radiation. And if you remember the original Godzilla movies, I mean, they're hilarious. It's a guy obviously in a suit, but the extra characters were like Mecha Godzilla and whatever the Mothra.
yeah.
It was all these crazy beasts, and they like kind of went away. And then the '80s they tried to do one, and then of course the awful Matthew Broderick one. And then they did that other one, and I feel like every 10 years they're trying to like bring it back, but nobody's really like it's not sticking.
No,
People aren't
it,
like asking for it.
it's the Warren Beatty, Dick Tracy of Godzilla films.
Yeah.
They just have to keep doing it.
Just feed them a little bit every 10 years.
Speaking of King Kong, that's the one time I really did fall for an April Fool's Day joke. So uh, I remember years ago they said that Peter Jackson's going to release a shorter version of his King Kong uh, into
Oh
theaters and stuff.
no,
And for some reason, I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea because and I don't know why I fell for that one, but
a shorter version, right? The 3 hour was
yeah,
it?
it was. Well, the 3 hour was a torturous. I'm like, what are we
Ugh,
doing with this film? But
that was torturous, and it was because he was straight off of Lord of the Rings that
mm,
they're like you can do anything you want. So he's like 3 hours of King Kong shot in New Zealand.
editors be damned. Do whatever you want.
I do to this day still enjoy the 1976 King Kong. That's like my
I
favorite one.
Oh, absolutely. So, and I've rewatched that actually twice in the past month with the new Blu-ray that came out,
Oh,
and
nice.
they had the TV extended version uh, I think they were actually able to find the original negatives or something like that. So it looked pretty good to see all that. But yeah, Charles Grodin, Jessica Lange,
Love
um,
her.
yeah, it was that's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, and I still love the sequences, even as dated as they are, with him in New York picking up the train car and stuff like that. And of course, we spoke about this the other King Kong in that movie, the
Oh,
40-foot mechanical one with the eyes. I just
that's
need
my
more.
favorite is when he's like dropping.
He's just
Yeah, I know Rick Baker talked about that because they obviously they shot the robotic, I say robotic, King Kong first, life size, and then when he came in and they said, no, you have to drop it like this, so it matches.
it's so ridiculous, but so much fun.
It is, it is.